Gaffer, what were your reflections on the pre-season workout this afternoon?
Good for us, because it's obviously a little bit more of what we're going to be facing during the season. I thought we dominated the game. It's a game we were always in control of, but I just said to him after the game, you've got to make sure you carry out the basics and do them right. That's almost 3 crosses we've had in the games and 3 goals, and you just got to mark your man. So we've lost the game really that we completely dominated.
Did you sense, certainly from the players' point of view, maybe a little bit of frustration creeping in late on, which perhaps didn't help?
Yeah, but I just said to him, that you get desperate, and there's no point. You don't need to get desperate. We do what we do. We've had enough possession. I didn't think we were great in the final third today. I thought we could be better. Thought the 2 strikers have linked up better in the first 2 games than they did today. I think we've only had 3 or 4 shots at goal, which is disappointing for all the possession we have. But they made it difficult for us. Bromsgrove, they did well. They were organised. They tried to press us at the start of the game and didn't get much joy with that. So then they just sat in a little bit more, and then we have to then try to break them down. But it's just our decision making under pressure. That's why the best players play at the top level, because they make the right decisions under pressure.
Physically, it was a very demanding game, as you say. You might point out the contrast between the first couple of games and 90 minutes into a lot as well.
Yeah, I didn't think the game we started well enough. I thought we started a bit slow off the other games we've had. So a little bit disappointed with how we started the game, but second half I thought we were better. It's a lot of lads. It's the first real 90 minutes of football. Because we are a little bit light with bodies, so I've got to be careful with how much work we do with them. Obviously, we've had a lot of games, and then I think the 90 minutes will be good for the players moving forward. But I'm not too disappointed. I was just obviously disappointed with the result, because I didn't think we deserved it. I thought it's a game we completely dominated, but that's what happens in football matches. If you switch off and you don't do the right things, and Alex has come out the wrong side of his man and he just gets picked off. He's only got a movie hard, and that doesn't happen. But that's kind of a little bit what's been happening really, certainly last year. That's what the players are saying after the game. It's one of those, we have to eliminate that, because a game you dominate, to lose it is a little bit disappointing, obviously.
And how much of a positive was Richard Pennick been this week, in the sense that you've been able to get him back and get minutes into him?
Yeah, I mean, he's obviously been injured, so we've on it, and that's why I took Chamber off, because I don't want to. I'm conscious of just making sure that everyone's right for the 3rd of August. He's been injured, Penny, and now he's got himself back. He had 45 minutes the other day with the younger ones. And I wanted to give him some of the games today to keep him going, but obviously he's a good week or so behind everybody else, so he's nowhere near fit enough yet. So we've got work to do with him, and I need the competition obviously for the striker's position. And at the moment, it's Chamber and Ed are looking all right there. So yeah, we just got work to do. So, but we knew that anyway. It's nothing different.
And in terms of a couple of niggles, obviously Palms has played it after suffering a bit this pre-season, but Jimmy O'Connor, just being careful with him.
Yeah, well, Jimmy's been injured. He's hardly trained, so we can't play him if he's not fit. So that's one where he just keeps breaking down. So we've obviously it's a concern, and something that we're working and discussing. So I thought young Giggy's got in today and he's done really well. Arguably he was probably our best defender. So, but he's honest as the day is long in his game. So, that's where we are at the moment. They're the players we've got at the moment. We've got to do a lot of work with them. I think in the 2 weeks or so we've been training, I think there's definitely a difference. I think technically we look all right. I think we've got good ideas. We just got to make sure we do our jobs and not get desperate if we go down or we're trying to win a game.
And just lastly, 3 more games just to sandwich in now in the space of 7 days. Well, next Saturday, it's a busy last week of pre-season, isn't it?
Yeah, there's obviously a game on Monday, but you know, I'm not going to play the players in that. They need to recover. We need a good week's training, you know. So we'll have obviously the lads have been on Monday. We've got the game on Wednesday, so we've got Wolves on Wednesday. Hopefully we'll have one or two bodies in for that. Certainly one. I'm hoping that's, you know, we're finalising that. But yeah, and then we're ready for you know, the following week, the build up to the start of the season. But you know, I'm glad. I didn't enjoy the result, but it was good for me because I've seen more of what, you know, kind of this league is about. Even though, you know, the team's better than Bromsgrove, to be fair to them. But Bromsgrove were good. They got themselves organised and they were quite direct at times, and made the game at times a fight. But I thought we dealt with it fine. We just couldn't score goals.